I'm 54 years old. I've been paying my student loans for decades, and the balance is bigger today than when I started. Her voice cracked when she wrote those words online. She wasn't looking for pity. She just needed someone to understand what it feels like to do everything right. Get the degrees, build a career, raise a family, and still feel like you're sinking. This isn't just her story. This is the reality for millions of Americans who worked, studied, sacrificed, and got crushed anyway. She had done what society told her to do. Get educated, get degrees, secure a stable future. Over 3 decades, she earned an associate degree, then a bachelor's, then a master's, and finally, a PhD in nursing education. Not because she wanted to be rich, but because she believed that teaching others how to save lives would mean something. She raised a family along the way, kids who saw their mom working long shifts in hospitals, grading papers on weekends, answering emails at midnight. She wasn't lazy. She wasn't careless. She was the definition of doing everything by the book. But behind the classroom doors and beneath the confident educator's smile, there was a number on a loan statement that never seemed to go down. $180,000, then $185,000, then $190,000. Year after year, it grew, not because she wasn't paying, but because she wasn't paying fast enough. The interest was like a slow, relentless flood. She taught as a full-time instructor and picked up adjunct classes on the side. Some months, she paid what she could. Other months, emergencies swallowed her paycheck. A sick child, a broken car, rising rent. And through it all, the balance crept upward, always upward. At 54, she was supposed to be thinking about retirement. But instead, she was still checking her loan balance like a college freshman who just signed their first promissory note. She logged in one night, sitting in the dark kitchen after grading a stack of exams, and there it was, $198,000. Her stomach dropped. That's more than her mortgage, more than the total cost of her house when she first bought it. She whispered to herself, "I'll never get out of this." She'd spent over 30 years in education, molding nurses who went on to save lives, some of them now making more money than she did. And yet, she was stuck under a mountain that felt higher every year. She applied for forgiveness programs. She filed income-based repayment plans. She did everything by the rules. But the rules don't favor people like her. They favor interest. They favor the system. And if you've ever been there, if you've ever watched your debt grow faster than your hope, then you know that sinking, choking silence. The impact isn't just the number. It's the life she didn't fully live because of it. She delayed vacations. She skipped birthdays to work extra shifts. She avoided certain friendships because going out cost too much. Her kids watched her exhaustion like it was wallpaper, always there. And worst of all, she began to believe she'd failed. How do you explain to someone that you gave your whole life to a career and still ended up drowning? And maybe the hardest part, she knows she might never be debt-free before she dies. This isn't some movie where the loans magically disappear after a heartwarming speech. This is adulthood, and adulthood doesn't always give you a clean ending. The story hits because it's not rare, it's everywhere. More than 43 million Americans carry student loan debt. For many older borrowers, the balance doesn't shrink over time, it grows. Interest compounds quietly. Life happens. Emergencies, kids, aging parents. And one day, you realize the number is higher than when you started. People imagine student loans as a young person's problem, but the truth is, thousands of borrowers in their 40s, 50s, and even 60s are still trapped in this system. And that's why her story isn't just hers. It's a mirror for millions of people who did what they were told and still ended up exhausted and stuck. Adulthood doesn't always reward the responsible. Sometimes it punishes them hardest. But here's the thing, her debt may own the numbers, but it doesn't own her. Not her worth, not her legacy, not the lives she's impacted through years of teaching and healing. Tough love moment. No one's coming to save you from the system. But hope, you can build a life in spite of it. Redefine your value outside of those digits. Take back the narrative. Your balance sheet isn't your identity. The interest may grow, but so can your resilience. She's still teaching, still showing up, still proving that debt can make your life harder, but it doesn't have to make it meaningless. And if you're in that same storm, this isn't me telling you it's easy. It's me telling you you're not alone. If this story hit you, subscribe for more raw, real stories about adulthood. Comment your own journey below. Your story might help someone else keep going. Or share this with a friend who's still carrying that invisible weight. Because life is brutal, but so are you.